good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have
Hey, it's the Facts of Life.
I remember this show.
Oh, my word. I think I was in love with every girl on
I
that
bet you
show
were.
because I was just a teenager then.
Yep. And I was jealous of every girl on that show because I was almost a teenager, yes. Very
Joe
cool.
was one of my favorites near the end of the season.
Uh-huh.
I love Joe. I thought Lisa was really cool, who was Blair. And
Yes.
it just so happens that we're all geeked out because Blair, Lisa Whelchel, or the Survivor young lady, is on with us this morning via Skype in her home all the way in California where it's 5:30 a.m.
Ooh, girl.
Good morning.
Yes,
You
good
look
morning.
great for 5:30 a.m.
Oh, thank you very much.
Do you even keep up with any of the former cast?
This video radio stuff. This is very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. By the way, you can see this online at hisradio.com. You can tune over right now and see exactly what's happening, or you'll catch it again on the Rob and Leslie video replay. Do you keep up with the cast of Facts of Life at all?
I do. Actually, I'm in touch with everybody. We're all spread out all over America. So whenever I'm in Atlanta, I'll see Kim, or Nancy lives in Texas, and Mindy lives out here in California. So our paths do cross, and we make sure that they do.
That's neat. You get to grow with these people, through the show, and then to be able to sort of spend life together with them. Is it different? I mean, now that you're older,
It's just something about those friends you make in childhood. And when you go through something like that with somebody, there are just bonds that nobody else really could ever understand.
Yeah, but
that's
you're
true.
together how many seasons?
9 seasons.
9 seasons. That's a long time to have. That's big
That's your
relationships,
childhood. That really is your childhood.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And then you have a second childhood in the Philippines on Survivor.
Yee-hoo!
Yes.
What was that about?
That was miserable.
Yeah. It was miserable, but what about what you learned about yourself on that show? Can anything compare to that?
No, it truly was life-changing. And I went out there wanting a life-changing experience. I just, I didn't know the high cost that I would pay, but it definitely was worth it.
Yeah. When you say high cost, what do you mean?
You know what? Of course, there's the physical and just the stress and all that is entailed, and that is enough. But it was really the emotional, internal upheaval of just being pulled in all directions and finding out who I am and accepting who I am.
Yeah, that was big. Watching you play was super inspiring for me for a lot of reasons. For one thing, we're both believers in Christ, and so we have that in common. But I got to play Survivor a few years before you, back in 2007.
Watched you.
Oh, you did? Awesome. Well, thank you. You didn't have to watch me for long. I only lasted 3 episodes,
But you were memorable, and I don't remember very many of them, but I certainly remember you.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. Yeah, it was really tough. And I think you're right when you say you learned something about yourself that, it's really impactful no matter how long you're on it. So how has it changed you since you did that?
It really has changed me I was always worried about what other people thought of me and wanting their acceptance. And so going through it on the island was difficult because in order to play the game, you can't be worried about people liking you. And then when the show aired, it was, just everybody has an opinion about you, and you can't please everybody. And it really messed with me until I really was able to just say, you know what, I've got to, a lot of what they're saying is true. I mean, the negative stuff. Yeah. And so that's got to be okay to not be perfect. And if I can accept my imperfections, then it doesn't matter if they accept me.
Yeah. One of the verses that stuck out to me that I really clung to through my Survivor experience was Galatians 1:10. And it says, am I here to please people or to please God? If I was here to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. And it's true. If you try to please the people, that's what happens. But wow, that's interesting. I loved watching you, though. Really good stuff.
Thank you.
It is 8:34. Lisa Whelchel on with us. We're Rob and Leslie here on His Radio. So past Survivor, you get home and catch the West Nile virus. What's that all about?
I know. Go figure. It was from a mosquito in Dallas. It wasn't even from something on the island. I was sitting outside in my car, actually waiting to go in to watch a Survivor show with one of the guys, Malcolm, at his family's home. And it was during the time where the outbreak in Dallas was pretty prevalent, and there was one little lone mosquito, and I got everything but its license plate. I know which one it was, but it got me.
Wow. So you remember the mosquito? That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
So instead, you have the flu. She had the flu this week.
Yeah.
So instead of the flu, do you still have any after effects of the West Nile? Because I really don't know much about it except you get it through a mosquito.
Yeah, you know what? It can run the gamut. But for me, it was just I went in to get tested because I was just really, really run down, and so that's about as far as the symptoms were for me.
Well, that's good.
So since Survivor, Lisa Whelchel skydived. Is that right? Didn't you jump out of a plane?
Oh, it was before.
Oh, it was before Survivor. Oh, so you're kind of getting ready for Survivor and jump out of a plane and survive that thing.
Yes, and after Survivor, I have nothing else to prove. I can stay on the ground and I'm fine.
Girl, I totally get you. I actually skydove in 2004, 3 years before I went on Survivor. And everybody's like, you're going to do it again? I'm like, why? I've done it. I'm done. I don't want to do that again. That's crazy.
Yeah, plus you didn't want to wear another pair of Depends because she didn't like it too much.
That was not fun. Yeah. Wouldn't want to do that again.
So you were on The Talk not too long ago. What was that experience like?
You know what? Well, I was on The Talk a couple of times for Survivor, but I'll be on today on The Talk.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it airs. I don't know what time it airs there, but I filmed it yesterday morning for my I was demonstrating my new exercise DVD called Everyday Workout for the Everyday Woman. And so I demonstrated it with the host from The Talk. And so it'll be a fun show today.
No, get out. So what kind of exercise?
You know what? I made this DVD because I hate exercise. I would like to sit on the couch and watch an exercise DVD. That's about as far as I want to go. I figured there were other women out there who were not interested in getting the rock hard abs as much as just having a little bit more energy and maybe fitting into the jeans in the back of the closet. And so this DVD is for them.
Then it's for me. I'm with you, girl. Totally. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, congratulations on that. That sounds like fun. Now you're on tour now with the Extraordinary Women. That's starting up soon. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I toured with them a few years ago. It's a great team, a great program, and I just really believe in the weekend. I've seen God do some amazing things in women's lives when they just show up and are open to meeting the Lord.
Extraordinary Women is actually coming to Greenville, South Carolina. Bon Secours Wellness Arena. That's the weekend of March 14th and 15th. It's a Friday night and a Saturday. Lisa is going to be a part of that. What are some of the things you touch on when you're at Extraordinary Women?
You know what? This particular year, I'm talking about the title is Falling Gracefully, and it's about a lot of my failures this last year. And my discovery of what the experience of grace is like. I've known grace in my head all my life, and I've known I've needed it, and I have been grateful for it. But, when you just fall flat on your face and at that point experience grace, it is life-changing. And so I will talk about my time on Survivor. I'll talk about the divorce that I've gone through in the last couple of years, and just talk about, and then actually show a clip of me actually dancing and falling on stage.
Hey, all right.
Man, we have so much in common, Lisa. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear it. That's going to be really, really fun. Thank you very much.
Yes, Lisa Whelchel, she'll be at Extraordinary Women. You'll see about it on our website at hisradio.com. Thank you for the time this morning.
My pleasure. Now go back to bed.
Yeah,
yes,
you do that. Get some rest.
It's almost 6 o'clock. You can go and pop in your DVD and work out if you want. You know? Lisa Whelchel, you'll see her at Extraordinary Women. You'll catch the Robin Leslie video replay of this time with her as well. That's at hisradio.com.